Hey guys, welcome to another exercise of the week. For this week, we're going to take a look at the step under squat and punch. In this case, we're going to be using a jab for our punch, but you can really use any sort of punch. And this exercise is a really great example of how you can add something such as boxing training, like we're going to do here with the punch, to a normal movement like a squat or some other type of high intensity interval training movement, cardiovascularly oriented, and really ramp up the intensity and the benefit that you're going to get out of that exercise. So in this particular exercise, there's a whole lot going on. We're training legs, we're training core, and we're training upper body. And as we do that, we're doing it in a quick manner so as to get the heart rate going. So what we're going to do here is a squat, but step under as if you're stepping under like a barricade. One thing I like to teach as I teach this exercise to my clients in person is pretend you're stepping under one of those barricades like at the bank or at the movie theater that divide the lines that you're supposed to stand in. So you're stepping under there and swiveling your torso underneath the barricade, or the imaginary barricade in this case, and standing out from your squat on the other side of the barricade. And then you're just doing that back and forth. Okay, so that's kind of the step under part of it. As you come up out of that step under squat, you're going to load into your punch. So let's take a look at this and what it looks like in full speed. And there is some speed involved in this exercise, so I want you to really keep that in mind as you learn the rest of the movements, maybe in slow motion first. Okay, a quick word on the hand positioning. I want you to keep your hands close together and high as if you were blocking in a boxing match, and keep those hands there with the obvious exception of when you're doing the punch. So as we start the movement, we keep our head up, we keep our back straight, and we step under that imaginary barricade and out to the other side. As you step to the other side, I want you to kind of lean away from that barricade, and what that's going to do is involve a lot of the core musculature that we're trying to target here. And as you do that stepping and leaning away, I want you to also turn your shoulders, which also involves the core, especially the oblique muscles. So as you turn your shoulders and face the opposite directions from left to right, you're going to finish that turning motion by unloading your punch. In this case, I'm using a jab. You could use a hook or an uppercut. Doesn't really matter. There's a lot of flexibility and variations you can do with this exercise, but in this case, I'm unloading a quick and powerful jab. Use that punch. Don't feel silly about doing this exercise. I know you may wonder what people are thinking. Oh, what the heck is that person doing? Just punching and ducking back and forth. It does look a little weird, but don't worry about that. Just punch as hard as you can, and then bring that stepping under motion back under to the other side and repeat it to the other side. One thing about foot positioning, I'm in a regular squat width as far as my feet spacing, a little bit wider than shoulder width, and I'm pushing off a little bit from my toes as I finish my movement to the opposite side, and that's totally fine. One thing you don't really want to do is jump or leave your feet or have your feet be changing as far as their width from each other, either narrower or wider. Just kind of keep them steady in one position. Okay guys, so this is the step under squat and punch. Do it fast, do it powerfully, and you'll get a lot out of it, like we talked about earlier with the three components: the upper body movement, the core movement, and obviously the leg movement as well with the squat. So for those of you who are R20 subscribers, this may look awfully familiar, as this is something we did for our R20 workout last week. And for those of you who aren't familiar with R20, you really need to get on that. Just kidding, but not really. R20 is something that I'll leave some information here at the end of the video for you to check out, but it's a really powerful way of getting in shape that involves super short workouts but that are really intense and get a lot done in a short amount of time. So feel free to check that out. Ask me any questions you may have about that here or on the Facebook page, and obviously ask questions if you've got them about this exercise of the week video that we've just done. So I hope you get a chance to add this into your workout routine, and look forward to talking to you again next week and presenting another exercise of the week. Take care guys. Aloha.